Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. Today I make an espresso, a latte. Yeah, that's something I love from time to time. I have some ingredients here. I need, first of course, for latte I need a coffee. And I have an espresso machine here, you see, pretty good. A very simple one, but it's very useful. I just need an oven. Yeah, I'll show you an oven this time. And you see as how it works. It is simple. You do this, you open it, and the coffee comes in here, the powder. Here is the coffee afterwards. The espresso is here. And here is the coffee powder. And here is the water. And I show you. First I put the water here. I have some filtered water. Just fill it up, doesn't matter. Maybe not too high. You won't need everything anyway. I'm pretty full, but not completely full. And then you put this little sieve on top. Here's my coffee. And this is, of course, I use an organic one. It's up to you what you use. I like the organic ones. And I like, of course, the ones that are taken care of with the burgers and the animals and everything. So it is a special blend here. I'll show you this what a teaspoon looks like. This deliciousness, you see? And you see it is not too gross and not too fine, because to be precise, this is not even an espresso machine. This is a mocha machine, to be precise, you know? That they explain me in the shop. It's called a mocha machine, but I call it espresso. It's pretty similar. And for a mocha, you need a very fine ground coffee, and it should be ground as soon as possible before you make the coffee, because it tastes better, of course, like the same with juices. And I fill it up here, the powder. I fill it up to the brim. And press a little bit down with a spoon like this, you see. Press it down a little bit. And I close my lid again. And then here is a little bit, you can see this, what it looks like. The hot water will press the coffee through here. And then it will come out here and be in there. And then I show you the next step. So first I close this firmly. See, it has to be one piece. And I put it on my oven. And then I take my lighter, and the oven has to burn. The small flame is enough, the smallest flame. It will take some time now. And that time, when the coffee comes up, maybe 5 minutes or so, I prepare the next step for the latte. For the latte, I need also some milk. This is soy milk in this case. You know, it's a vanilla soy milk. This is my favorite flavor for the latte. You can take any kind of milk that foams. I want to make a latte with foam. First, I have to have a little pot here to heat it. There are machines for that too. Of course, you can buy a machine that makes it very easy, called foamer, electric or just with hand, without electric, manual. I just take a little pot, and a very inexpensive tool. It's also a foamer, very inexpensive for traveling. I use it on trips. I take it in my suitcase, and then I can have it everywhere. They're very easy. And I show you how I use it. So here's the pot. Again, the lighter. I have to turn on the flame, the heat, to warm the soy milk. So here is my soy milk, put it into the pot, and yeah, now I want to have a good amount of foam, so I put maybe half a cup into, or maybe 1 cup into my pot. You see, that's about a cup. It's missing here, about a cup. Not so important. Some more, some less foam, doesn't really matter. So now the espresso is going and the milk is heating. It doesn't need to boil. It gets too hot, I cannot make the foam anymore. It has to be just warm enough between warm and hot. Definitely not boiling. So I have to wait for a second, and while the milk is getting hot and the coffee is going to boil up and to be espresso, I can tell you some things about the coffee I like so much. To me, coffee is a wonderful drink. It's a beverage. And when I became a yoga teacher, I had to learn many things about health. And the first I learned was that coffee is not good for me because it is very addictive and it takes the water away from the body, and then it's not good. You drink more water. You have to drink more water. That's why they told me you need to drink a little glass of water with your coffee. Together, same with this black tea. You should always drink water. But that's not true. So I found it in the recent studies, online, long-time studies, that coffee cannot be said to take the water, dehydrate the body. It's not true. So coffee is very healthy and it helps you to be more, helps me to be more radiant, to be more happy, to have a brilliant mind, yeah, to be awake. And of course, like with everything, if you take it too much, you might be suffering about it. So there is a certain quantity of coffee that is recommended. See, can you hear? This is what happens to my little espresso machine. Now it bubbles and the coffee comes up. I can't open it. Can open it now, but then, oh, it's already done. See, it's ready. I can turn it off. So the coffee is ready. You can stay there for a while. It shouldn't boil too long. If it is the coffee is in the container, I show you what it looks like. Yeah. If it's in there, see, it's full. Can you see? Yeah. Then we should turn it off because it shouldn't boil. The coffee doesn't get better. And also, the milk is ready. Oh, can you hear? It's hot. Hot enough. I don't hope it's too hot to be foamed, but let's see. I put this foamer right under the surface of the milk, and it begins. Show you. It looks like probably you can see it. Can you see? Oops, it should be in the milk, not here, but in the milk. See? And then it begins to foam. And I put the foamer all through the foam all the time, and the foam rises up pretty quickly, you see, comes up and gets more and more refined. You see? Like this. It's hard to see now with the camera. It's a very simple construction here in my kitchen to make the videos, but it should do the job. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing. How long it takes, what comes first, some explanations. That should do enough. So now I take some time to make a pretty nice foam, because the first foam that comes up is a little bit gross. There are big bubbles. And then I go with a little foamer through all the bubbles and through the whole foam, and until it gets more and more refined. No more heat is now needed now. So I turned off the oven. It's a gas oven, so the heat is away. If you have another oven that keeps the heat longer, take it from the oven. It doesn't need to be heated anymore now. So that's what I'm happening now. It's happening now to the foam, and I'll show you in a second what the foam looks like when it's ready. Foam is done. Show you what the foam looks like. A nice foam. Here is my foam. See? Cool, huh? It's real foam. So it's so easy to make. And now I put the foam into the glass together with the coffee. This is my latte glass. 0.3 or so liter. I put all the coffee into the glass. The glass won't mind. Don't worry. It's a strong coffee. Put it away. And now with a spoon, I keep the foam from falling into the glass. First, there is some of the milk still under the foam. So I put that milk down there first. And on top, I put the foam. And you can put a nice heap of foam, and you see what it looks like? Well, there's a little bit of problem. No, it's okay. You see? That's my latte. And again, here's a nice foam. You see, it's really huge amount of foam on top. And I will put a little bit of cinnamon. So it's a take 3 recipe again, on top of all. Just. You can also take chocolate or nutmeg or cacao, nutmeg or cinnamon here. That's what it looks like now. Isn't that wonderful? Greatly looking forward. And if the coffee and the milk don't really work together because the temperature's too different, then you can just put a spoon in, spoon a little bit and see, no problem. It's nice again. This is not really something happening to the milk. It's really perfect. It's no problem. See? Yeah, that's what I want to show you today. I greatly enjoy, especially when I'm doing fasting days. I love my little coffee. Yeah? Sometimes I drink a tea. Yeah? It gives me a little energy. It's fun, and there's no problem with the health at all. I mean, if you are sensitive to that, you get a headache or something, it's up to you to decide what to do. The first time I drank coffee years ago, I got some headache next days. Yeah, that is due to the reduction of the caffeine from the blood that you're used to. Get pretty fast, and then you can get a headache. Depends on the type of person you are, of your metabolism. That depends from person to person. But you can train yourself, which is what I'm doing with yoga, pranavidya, pranayama, doing sadhana, regular, that your system is stable. When your system is stable, you won't have the health problems anymore with headaches or so with the coffee. That's up to you how you can manage. Some people are lucky, they don't have headache at all from the coffee, from the lacking coffee, and others have some problems. That's a different story. But in general, from the medical point of view, there is not a serious problem with coffee. If the opposite is the case, it's good for your heart disease, yeah, for keeping your heart healthy, yeah, and gives you a lot of mental power. So that's why I like coffee, and I hope you enjoyed the video. You'll be inspired to give me any comments, yeah. And if you have questions, please ask, feel free. I can give you scientific sources and whatever you like. Subscribe my channel, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And also on Facebook, my recipes are now. MD Vegan is the name.